Quiet morning here in the Limberlost Swamp area. All of this back in the day would have been swamp. As you can see, our deer season opened up earlier this week, and well, I guess it was, I'm not sure, but it was in the last week or so, and you can see that. So just a nice fall day here, but about those deer, we haven't seen them around here for a while, and that makes me think they're in hiding, which is kind of good because we've had a doe with 3 fawns all summer long hanging out here and around the area. A lot of people have seen them, and it's just a nice place to be. And I bring this to you live this morning just so you can see what we see every day. It's just very nice out here. I hope to bring more live stuff for Marv's Fix-It shop. I haven't utilized that component of YouTube yet, but my hope is. And then I also wanted to tell you about my second channel I started. It's called Living Life Together with Marvin R. Schwartz. That's me. And it's about nature and just living life when you get to my age, 70 years old. Well, what do I say? It's interesting, I'll tell you. But we enjoy living in this community. It's a small community here in East Central Indiana. And my hopes is that you'll enjoy what I bring to you. Just a short live clip I wanted to bring to you this morning to introduce you to the area that I live in, along with my neighbors. I see a bird flying overhead. Boy, that's a big bird. I wonder what it is. It landed there in the trees, but I can't tell what it is or what it's doing. But a few minutes ago, the geese flew over and they squawk. And it's a nice sound, it really is. But I'm just getting ready to leave here to go to my shop. And there's another one. Wonder what those are. You can't see them, they're up there in that tree. But I'm gonna head to my shop. I've got a couple videos I'm working on. Salvaged an old power saw. Boy, I didn't think that thing would ever run again, and that video come out in a few weeks. But it's about me taking that old saw and bringing it back to life, and it surprised me too, and it'll probably surprise you if you watch it. An old Rockwell power saw in the day. Something funny about that saw though. Had red paint on it. I've always had red paint on my tools. When I used to have them back when I was younger, I'd take a can of spray paint and paint red on them so that people would realize that, hey, that's mine, or if it got mixed up. But this had red paint all over it. I'm pretty sure that I owned a saw like this at one time. And something else it had on it was some kind of orange tag. And I'm not making any accusations, but that orange tag looked almost like something that would come out of a pawn shop. And if it did, just made me scratch my head because I've lost a lot of tools over the years. Like I said, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I found it interesting. It's just something interesting to talk about 40 years later, that's for sure, because it had been at least 40 years ago when I owned that saw, maybe even longer. And I'm sure somebody locally might have found it in a pawn shop and just bought it. I would have if I would have found it. But how it got there is beyond me. But it did. I'm not worried about it. If they'd asked me back in the day, I'd have probably gave it to them. That's just what I do. Yeah, I'm looking around here. Just look at that. Can't hardly beat scenery like that. But there is a downside. I missed the sunrises and the sunsets and the trees here. It's hard to see that. And then in the sky at night sometimes, you can see here behind me, we can see up that direction, but up in this area, it's kind of hard to see the stars. And this time of the year, the stars are so close you can reach out and touch them. Well, I need to get going. You guys have a good day, and I'll try to as well. Like I said, have a good day.